Now we'll turn to our next segment, which is picks and pans. We'll pick some what you expect, where are the opportunities. Okay, Tony, you're first in the hot seat. What do you told us earlier on you don't really you're not sure here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I still like energy. I still like alternative energy. In particular, I don't
How about
like
GE? GE, they have alternative energy. They pay no corporate income taxes, apparently. Well, not apparently. That's true.
That is true.
Email.
I think there's still huge opportunities in energy. I think we're seeing a lot of the things that are happening with Japan are only going to drive up the cost of energy. I think.
So
ultimately.
Some of the big players like Exxon. Conoco and so on might be good buys.
They could be.
You don't want to give advice on individuals.
No, and
by the way, folks, I own Conoco. It's been a good buy so far. I'm about to sell it. It's about to get outside my price range.
And I like those industries that are providing energy but not carbon based.
Oh, okay. Not the carbon based.
Yeah. So solar, wind.
How about natural gas?
Natural gas is not bad.
Not bad. Bill, any recommendations? I mean, on broad classes, you probably
I'd be more on the other side. What not to buy? I'd be on what not to buy. Don't buy long-term fixed rate securities at this point. That would be my
bonds. I mean, I'm with you. I was going to give that when you beat me to the punch. Buying bonds, you could lose. And I hear this all the time. Folks will say, well, if I buy the bond. And it's true. If you buy the bond, you get the interest payments, and you get it back, principal at maturity.
Right.
Well, how can I lose? Well, you can lose because alternatives look much better. That's one way of losing. A second way people lose a lot of money is to buy a bond fund, because then you don't have a bond. You have a group of bonds. You can definitely lose money in a bond fund. The price can go down. So it's not correct that you can buy bond funds. So watch out there. So you're short. Right. Well, I won't say you're shorting bonds. You're just not buying.
Yeah,
bonds.
I would just say if somebody needs fixed income, they need to make sure they talk to somebody who knows what they're doing and don't just go all out on the long-term end. I've seen that.
Oh, absolutely. In our area, agricultural land, we're seeing some of it $10,000 an acre. Now, folks, that's expensive for irrigated land. Even though it's bringing in 250 bushels of corn, I'm a little concerned about that. I mean, ag land, so anything, and some of the agricultural producers, we're talking about price perfection, for perfection. I've been recommending MOO, M-O-O. It's an exchange traded fund which has a little bit of John Deere, a little bit of Monsanto, a little bit of all these. I'm getting a little concerned about it. I think it's priced perfection, and we know what happens when perfection is not there. We get some real big changes. So ag land, I mean you probably price some businesses that are connected to ag. I get some pretty rich prices there in terms of businesses. Or
recently probably not, but absolutely there's a big spike in that area.
And one question I always get, buy gold now, Tony? Buy gold? Or
I think you want to have a little bit of gold in your portfolio, but I wouldn't I wouldn't panic. Yeah. I don't think that if the world has a catastrophe of epic proportions, what are you going to do with that gold? I mean,
right. So I'm a little price earnings. Of course, the earnings, there is no earnings on gold. PE, the multiple, is zero, or I guess that would be infinity. Now, looking at what I would recommend. What I bought, I shouldn't say what I recommend. I'll tell you what I bought. I bought Cisco. It's been not such a good investment so far. I think it's a good price, good multiple on Cisco. I think it's good. I bought Jabil, JBL. It's a manufacturer of printed circuit boards and so on. I guess that's still the term. And that's got a good multiple on it. So I look for good multiples. Back to Bill's point. So,
I think technology is rebounding.
Yeah, it is.
Another area that I would look to invest in.
Yeah, I sold Sanmina. I regret that. Sanmina is another one of those producers.